So I'm going to attempt to give everyone a big picture update on palliative care in general and what's particularly relevant to our division. The three questions I aim to answer are: where is palliative care going? Why is now the perfect time? And how will we get there? I'm going to begin by giving a summary answer to each of these. Palliative care is being positioned as the solution to the challenges of an aging population comprised of more and more people living with chronic, life-limiting illness. And guess what? Palliative care is the solution. Why? Because both the value of palliative care as well as the general awareness of this value has reached a critical point. To be an effective solution, however, three things must happen. First, advanced care planning and goals of care must be the main clinical focus. Second, supporting colleagues to provide the basic level of palliative care must be the focus for our teaching and mentorship. And lastly, quality improvement and metrics must be integrated into everything we do. Let's take a step back and really look at why palliative care is the solution, and why now in particular. This brings us to Jeff's top 10 reasons palliative care is the solution. Number 1. In the past few years, pivotal published research has given us the evidence for what we've known all along. Palliative care improves quality of life, improves the experience for patients and family, and at the very least doesn't shorten life and in fact is more likely to lengthen it. Number 2. In December 2011, the Ministry of Health commissioned this report, the Declaration of Partnership. It was written by hospice and palliative care clinicians from across the province and has gone on to be used as a guide for the process of how to improve the delivery of palliative care in Ontario. More on this in a bit. Number 3. After 8 long years of effort by the Canadian Society of Palliative Care Physicians, last year palliative medicine was formally recognized as a subspecialty by the Royal College, making Canada the 8th country in the world to do so. Sidebar, 2 shameless plugs here, folks. First, you can now follow me on Twitter at jmyerspalcare, where I am putting the hashtag cool back into hospice palliative care. Second shameless plug is for the physicians, as the annual Palliative Medicine Conference is here in Toronto 7 weeks from now. Be sure to buy your tickets for the Friday night celebration dinner, as it'll be a hashtag hoot. Alright, number 4. In 2013, Cancer Care Ontario, which is highly influential with the Ministry of Health, rebranded and changed its logo. Doing so represents a change in both philosophy and mindset as to how patients with chronic progressive illness should be thought of with respect to their palliative and psychosocial care needs. Number 5. In 2013, both the Ontario Medical Association and the Canadian Medical Association identified end-of-life care as a priority, and both organizations began massive campaigns to raise public awareness. Number 6. Also to raise public awareness, the CHPCA's Speak Up campaign challenges the public and healthcare professionals to take a more active role in advanced care planning. It might be controversial, but it got people talking, as number 7 is Bill 52, Quebec's parliamentary bill addressing physician-assisted dying. This gave a platform to define, outline, and discuss palliative care. Number 8. Just a few days ago, on April 1st, debate in the Federal House of Commons began on motion M456. This was introduced by NDP Member of Parliament Charlie Angus and aims to establish a pan-Canadian strategy on palliative and end-of-life care. Our Division of Palliative Care has communicated formal support for this bill. Number 9 is the road that's been laid by our colleagues in Alberta and BC. Code status has been replaced by goals of care designation orders for the entire province of Alberta, and in southern BC, advanced care planning efforts along with standard use of a scope of treatment form has set the bar for Canada. And finally, number 10. Out of the Declaration of Partnership document, the Ministry of Health challenged the 14 LHINs across the province to reduce the number of days patients at the end of their life spend in the acute care setting by 5 to 10% by 2015. This resulted in our Toronto LHIN creating a palliative care steering committee, and a shout out to division members on the committee who directly contributed to developing the strategic plan for the region. The plan has been presented to the board, and once approved will be the thing that has a direct impact on us. So, how will we, the Division of Palliative Care, be part of the solution? First, who are we? The division has over 230 members spread across 15 sites. We are organized in a way that gives every individual a voice. We have over 130 physicians. To give you a sense of just how significant this is, the Society of Palliative Care Physicians has just over 300 members and estimates roughly 250 more in Canada maintain a full-time palliative care practice. This means a quarter of all palliative care physicians in the country are members of our division. Factor in over 100 other professionals and combine with the reasons why now is the perfect time, and what becomes clear is the massive potential the division has to take a lead on how palliative care will be the solution. So how will we, more specifically the Division of Palliative Care, get there? We will work with the national organization Pallium to pilot and run all new professional development experiences that build on the great success of the LEAP program. We will teach what we know about advanced care planning and goals of care. And we will use the current climate of focus on metrics to both build our own knowledge and skills related to quality, as well as ensure the right indicators are used to enable the right care for patients and family. I'll finish with this. What's the one thing you can do as a division member? Collaborate on a quality project, small or large, with colleagues from a different site. We must think about how to standardize the elements of care that can and should be standardized. This will make it easier for our colleagues to learn. What's the one thing to learn more about and prepare yourself for? Scope of treatment orders, as it's a better strategy to improve goals of care discussions than code status. Thank you for being a member of our division.